Panama. I don't know. Just making
Panama.
Honestly, my whole childhood, I thought that was Cannonball.
Cannonball?
Yeah, because the music video, they're like in a pool.
In Panama, you thought it was Cannonball?
When I was 8.
They're not in a pool. They're on a stage the whole time. In Van Halen's Panama,
No.
they're on a stage. Where are they in a pool?
There was part of that video where they're like on a yacht and they're jumping in a pool.
Are they?
Swear to God. That's what I remember.
I have to rewatch Van Halen's Panama again because I could have sworn it was just all of them
David
on
Lee
stage.
Roth is the only one. What's going on with us over there? Is that former? Is that an old one? Why are we?
Sorry, that is an old
That's
one.
wrong.
That's wrong.
Incorrecto. Because this one looks good.
There was a new start.
Yeah, that one looked like we were just recording the tops of our heads.
Wait. Hi. Give me a second. I'm still.
Fern.
There we go. Here we go. There we are. Hi.
You found us.
We found us.
Oh, that looks much better. Fantastic.
Give me a second. Do you have a favorite Van Halen song? Do you a big Van Halen fan?
Jump.
Jump.
It is my favorite Van Halen song, though. I'm not going to lie.
I'm a big fan of Running with the Devil.
That's a good one. But you know what other one I like? I like Just a Gigolo.
Oh, that's just David Lee Roth, but that's a good one.
Well, okay, whatever. When I think Van Halen, I don't think Sammy Hagar?
Well, most true fans, yeah, Sammy Hagar. Most true fans just think about
David Lee Roth.
David Lee Roth.
Because he's the best.
Because he was the most fun.
Yeah.
He was a party type.
Yeah, I liked him.
Shout out to my buddy, Chum. Who
Rest in
passed
peace.
away. Yep. Chum was our David Lee Roth of the bands that I was in.
Oh, he was a good time.
Victory Riots. Oh, when he goes to places, he just parties it up.
Yeah.
He's just like, all right, I'm
Is
ready
that
to
why
have a
he's
good
dead
time.
now?
Well, I'm not gonna say anything.
I'm just saying.
But yeah, he partied good and much love
I'm
to
not
him.
going to say anything.
I loved going out to bars with the guy because he was super nice and friendly around people. I was like,
I never
introduced
met him.
himself. Really? Oh my gosh.
I heard like lots of stories about him.
Yeah.
But from you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a good guy.
I like that you said yeah, like you were questioning it.
He's
But like yeah, you
he's
heard
a-
it from me. Well, who else would I have heard it from?
You heard it from Terror or somebody else?
Nah.
Or okay. No.
Nope, just you, dude. Just you.
He was some good shit. Hi everyone, welcome to this episode of Cinema Recall
Take two.
podcast. No, we're still. I'm still getting my links and things ready here, but you got to excuse me because my computer is running slow.
It's not enough excuses in the book for you, friend.
Sorry, I'm just gonna.
Slow. You're too slow.
It's just me.
It's just Fern.
I'm almost 45, people.
I don't want to hear your excuses.
All
I
right.
want results. Do better.
I'm gonna disappoint you,
Do
girl.
better.
I'm sorry. Come on, yes. All right.
So Vern was asking if he should dye his hair. The answer is no. The silver fox must live.
Thank you. Oh, Silver
Yeah.
Fox.
Yeah.
All right, you said I've got to change my hairstyle a little bit.
No, I just it looks like you
I'm-
threw gel in your hair and then ran through a windstorm. That's all I'm saying.
I want to go for
You
my
look like you were trying to court a porcupine at the zoo.
I'm trying to go
You
for
look
my
like-
extreme metal makeover. All right,
terrible.
My Stackets
I hate it.
type of like.
Horrendous.
Yeah.
I told him he looked like he needed to have 3 more polo shirts, popping all the collars.
My chains, my Axe body spray.
Your Axe body spray.
Yes.
For sure, yeah.
I don't know why you call it something.
Just get rid of all of your facial hair except the flavor saver.
Oh.
Ooh. You'll be picking up all the ladies' burn.
Just wait, this little part here. Just
No,
like
just this. The flavor saver is right here. Just this little guy. No, not that whole thing. Just a little dab will do ya.
Just a little dab?
Just a little, just under the finger there. The rest can go.
The rest of your dough.
Yeah.
Just a small little patch of
Yeah.
hair.
That's right. That's called the flavor saver. You never heard of that?
I've never heard of that before.
It's when you eat vagina.
Okay.
It's where the juice collects.
Juice.
and then you do one of those. I mean,
Yes,
one could say that this would do a better job.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I'm talking about the 2000s. Okay,
I mean,
I'm talking about the 2000s.
this is the upgraded flavor saver right here. You know, I mean, this is like the whole smorgasbord. That means I'll have like
It's the
flavor and
buffet.
stuff. Yeah, buffet flavor.
Yeah, it's the buffet saver. Now you got me saying flavor. Oh, Vern. It didn't take long for us to just run off the rails.
Just go off the rails here. But hi, we do have a show for you.
Do we,
no,
though?
No guest view this time. I'm just putting it. As
Is that the show?
Yes.
Except he's going to do it. He's going to put on titty tassels.
My titty tassels would be epic.
Just hit him.
Yeah.
Next on the stage, buttery nipples.
Oh, yeah, that could be.
That's going to be your name.
That could be a kink right there.
That's
people
right.
rubbing nipples on people.
Yeah.
Or people watching.
Yeah.
Butter being rubbed on nipples.
Ooh. What if we called you Herb?
Herb?
We used herb-infused butter.
Why does that make a difference on the nipples there?
No, like just a little rosemary. Give it a little savory action.
Come watch.
I don't know, man.
Come
I'm
watch.
just had too much wine already. What can I say?
Well, I love when you do wine. All right.
Wow. Ricky, I want to be in the show. That kind of wine?
That type of wine.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that you liked that.
I do. That's also my.
Well, let me tell you about my childhood. Where do I begin?
So I want to talk really briefly about representation in films and shows. All right, because I was watching a program and someone brought up the fact that Tom Hanks said in an interview at Deadline that if they made Philadelphia today, he wouldn't be in the movie.
Correct.
Because he feels that the role should go to an actual gay actor.
Sure.
Okay? And I expect that. And also Eddie Redmayne came out and said the same thing too about the Danish Girl and saying that he doesn't feel right portraying a role about a trans character when it should just go to that.
Sure.
So what I want to ask you and other people listening
the world
is that do you think it's okay for a gay actor to play a straight character?
That's funny you should say that because
but Neil Patrick Harris.
Okay, Neil Patrick Harris. I was going to say the latest season of Bridgerton, the straight man who falls in love with this woman he's a gay person and he plays a straight man. That being said, I think straight white cis people have been playing a plethora of different characters for forever.
Sure.
Right? So like you have like white people who were dressed and painted to look like Native Americans or black people in movies. Asian culture. So I mean, I don't give a shit. Let them.
Yeah.
I don't care.
All right. So so I ask you too.
But I guess in the same vein, are you asking if I care if straight people still play gay people, etc.? No. There's plenty of people out there who want to act, and I think can cover the bases that need to be covered, and also they can play straight.
Yeah,
a straight role if they want.
I was trying to say, if a gay actor can play a straight role, why can't a straight actor play like gay characters?
Only because we've done it. It's been done.
That's fair.
For how long has film been around? 100 years?
And I know there's like more options out there, but what if a straight actor gives a better read-in than a gay actor?
Well, I think then it boils down to the acting ability, right?
Yeah.
Like who would do a better job?
Okay. I just want to make because
I don't necessarily think that just because the character is gay, it needs to be played by a gay person. But I mean, if the gay person does a better job,
well, yeah,
so be it. I just think whoever does the best job should do it. But I give plenty of opportunity for people who aren't represented. Like how about like the deaf community? They don't get represented hardly at all in film. In fact, I was just watching Only Murders in the Building, and Theo, one of the characters, is a deaf man, and he was talking to Selena Gomez, and he was saying, like, I only catch a third of what you say through lip reading.
Sure.
And Selena Gomez had said, well, I thought you could lip read. I thought you got like all of it. And he's in movies. You catch all of it.
Yeah.
And he says, well, not a lot of deaf people get get to direct.
Sure.
So it's true. That kind of like representation is important. I think if that category of person is available and they do a great job, let them do it.
I agree.
Yeah.
100%.
They should have first dibs. First
Yeah.
dibs.
Okay.
I got dibs, motherfucker.
But no, they talked about that, and then I also wanted to bring up Tilda Swinton, who actually did play both.
Can we just take a minute?
She's
a silence for that hot bitch.
She's a sexy lady.
Oh man, she's good. I just think she is just something else.
I want her to play
top to bottom, and I don't even mean in a sexual way. She's just fucking cool.
She's very cool, but she's also very badass and beautiful as well. And
well, yeah.
But she does have like this androgyny to her, which I actually do dig very much.
Yeah, that's really cool.
And her debut film that I remember her being in was a movie called Orlando. Not the first movie I saw of hers, but that was one of her first movies where she does play both sexes.
Cool.
In that movie.
Rad.
And she pulls it off brilliantly.
I just remember her. I think one of the first movies I recognized her in was Constantine.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
And I was like, who is that?
I still want them to make a David Bowie biopic with her.
Oh my gosh. She would do fabulous.
She would just kill that role. But that's another actor, too, that can play a multitude of different characters.
Yeah.
And I'm not even quite sure what her sexuality is,
right?
Because she's almost like this other being in a way. It's just sort of like
alien-like.
Yeah, it's just Tilda Swinton.
Yeah,
and I figured someone like her could get away with certain roles rather than. I know there's a big controversy with Scarlett Johansson in Ghost in the Shell, and there's controversy with her.
Yeah, now that was weird, right? Well, because that was weird. Like, that is an Asian character portrayed through a white person. That's weird.
I never thought of it, but not. She's not natural. I didn't see that as being an Asian character.
You didn't? I think a lot of people did, right? Which is why
I know it's based on a character that's Asian, but that's. But I do know that when you're adapting anime, a lot of like animation from the East, and please contact me if I'm wrong about this, but they do draw a lot of characters in anime to look like Western characters.
Okay. I can see that a little. Sure.
But I do know that, yes, in the original Japanese Ghost in the Shell, it is a Japanese person. But in order for a movie to be marketed in the U.S., you got to put in a bigger star.
Bullshit.
So I'm sure that was their mind right there. I'm just saying,
that was probably their mind, but that's bullshit. Like, you're telling me you couldn't think of, like, at least three other actresses that could have played that.
True. But I do know that in Japan, the Ghost in the Shell movie did very well just because they liked Scarlett Johansson and liked her in that role. I'm not saying the movie's good.
I didn't ever see it.
It's just watch the
anime.
It's
not up my alley.
So it's fair enough. If you're a fan of the anime, just stick with the anime. If you're curious about it, you can watch it free on Pluto.
Are you anime curious? Watch it free on Pluto.
Yeah.
Pluto.
Pluto TV.
Free with commercials.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yes. Please free to sponsor us, Pluto.
Come on, Pluto.
All right. So I'm glad
we'll sponsor you with commercials.
Yes. Well, I'm down for that. But yeah, I just wanted to just kind of talk about that a little briefly.
All right.
Because I want to make sure that the right actors for the right job, and I want to make sure that everyone can be representative. So if you are trans and want to play a straight role, yes, you should have the ability to do that. All right.
Sure.
If you're straight and you will play a trans role, I believe you have the ability to do that too. It just depends on who's right for the role. Remember the whole controversy with Robert Downey Jr.
If you're a killer clown from outer space and you want to play a killer clown from outer space, you should have first dibs.
I think if you're a killer clown from outer space and you play a zombiever, you should be able to play a zombiever.
What about a
zombaby? Yes, zombaby.
Good old zombabies.
Oh, but do you remember that controversy about Robert Downey Jr. Playing that role in Tropic Thunder?
Oh, yeah.
But the funny thing too, he's playing an actor.
Yes.
It's about the context.
Yes. He was playing an actor who was doing blackface.
Yes. So it's all really kind of about the context. And if you don't have that in there, then I feel like a lot of people get into a hissy fit sometimes without really reading about the context of it.
The context.
Yes, and learning more about that.
Sure.
my microphone up here. Maybe not. Okay.
No, Vern.
Can you hear me through the mic?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I can hear you just fine.
All right. So, getting into that, I do some shout-outs right now that I want to give.
Can you shout out to Jim to make us a pizza?
Sorry. You want some pizza?
I'm so hungry right now.
Oh, gosh. Well, let me do a shout-out. Let's do our shout-outs real quickly, and then we'll
make me a pizza.
We'll do our shout-outs. We'll do a quick little break here. First thing I want to mention, so we have another podcast that I'm a part of with my friend Ryan Luis Rodriguez.
Yep.
And my co-host Ashley. It's called
RLR, baby.
Tales from the Double R.
Mm-hmm.
It's a Twin Peaks podcast.
Yep.
And here's the cool thing, Ashley. We reached up to number 37 on the Good Pods TV charts.
Ooh, mamacita. I like to hear that. That's great. Good for you guys.
Out of 100, they always do it at the top 100.
Yeah.
We reached number 37.
Hey, that's a good number.
So very good. Thank you very much. And shout out to my friend Isabel T, who's on Twitter.
Isabel T.
Isabel T. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get her name right here. She's on Instagram on that.weird.chick.izzy on Instagram. And she actually gave us a nice little review.
Yay!
On the Instagram. She's like, hey, I'm really loving your show. She bought the Twin Peaks box set.
Oh, to watch it.
Good
for her. That's fucking awesome.
While she's watching or listening to our show.
That's fantastic.
So
you should really get a kickback from Twin Peaks. You know what I'm saying? Helping those sales, baby.
Well, David Lynch.
Come on, David.
Get on to our show. Mark Frost.
Come on. Marky and Davey. Come on, baby.
Kyle McLaughlin. Have you been watching the show?
No.
You should be watching the show with us.
I know. I've been told that it's right up my alley,
but
it's
freaky weird. It's good stuff.
I like weird, and I like good stuff. I like weird good stuff. I like good stuff.
Weird.
Oh, you guys. I don't mean to yawn directly into the mic, but I'm going to tell you, I'm not bored. I'm tired.
You're tired. Okay.
And you know why? You know why I'm tired?
What's that?
I don't know. I shouldn't be tired. I got plenty of sleep last night.
You cleaned today and everything?
I cleaned. I felt motivated. See? But I always yawn during the podcast.
You do.
I notice.
That's just, yes.
Because it's right about 8 o'clock where I start to be like.
It's Mama's night time now.
Oh.
But so I want to give a shout out to Isabel. Thank you very much. And then also quick little shout outs here to these wonderful people who have either shared our show on Twitter or gave us a nice review on Good Pods. And I got some reviews to read too. So quickly, shout outs right now.
Is this for the Tales from the Double R?
No, this is.
Oh, this is for us now?
This is for us.
Wow.
Isabel gave us the little shout out here for Tales from the R. But,
all right.
So for us, shout outs right now to everyone at the Film Rage podcast.
Hey guys.
Thank you very much for raging.
Shout out. Thanks for raging.
I would say you're raging Cajuns, but you're not Cajuns.
No.
So shout out to them. I want to thank everyone over at Shot and Applaud.
Yay!
Yay! Oh, those gals are pretty cool. I would love to get them on the show.
I thought you were looking at something behind me. I was like...
It's my lazy eye.
Oh, sorry. I didn't realize.
It
didn't look lazy. It looked really focused on something terrifying. Oh, Snowbuddy.
So shout out to them. Chris Revel of Let's Chat Podcast.
What's up, Chris?
Thank you, Chris. Gotta thank the gents over at Science Fiction Remnants.
Oh, all right.
Who has been sharing our episodes and giving us a lot of reviews.
Baby.
Gotta thank Jeanette Mickenham at AKA Jeanette. The boys over at Reels of Justice Podcast.
Word.
Thank you very much. Check out, because our last episode had Dwight Hurst from the Broken Brains podcast. And so Dwight Hurst and a few of the hosts from Reels of Justice, they came together to talk about mental health in movies.
Nice.
For his podcast. So go to Broken Brains. Great. That's a really good one. And then, where was that here? So we have thank you to the Mental Health Bot, wherever you are. Thank you.
Thank you.
I want to thank Candy from the House That Screams Horror podcast. Thank you very much, Candy, for your reviews and share episodes. I got to thank the crew from Mike, and Oscar. Thank you very much. And then lastly, want to thank the gents over from Movie Drone.
All right. Thanks, guys.
So appreciate that.
Movie Drone.
We do have some reviews.
Oh, let's hear them.
I'm very excited about this.
Please stop. For the love of God, stop.
Okay.
Who is that one from?
So we have
Nobody?
One on our pet.
Am I talking to myself?
No one ever says that. That's just you.
Don't text
That's
me.
You right there says that. All right.
My comedy is going to waste. Thanks for nothing. All right, hit the reviews.
At Podchaser, this is from Ryan from Soundtrack Your Life.
All right.
So Ryan writes, "What a great film podcast. The Vern and Ashley are great hosts of this podcast. They also book great guests. They're funny, passionate, and they know their movies."
Yay! Thank you.
Ryan, thank you very much, buddy.
I am funny. Thank you.
Yes.
That's what I take out on that. And he is passionate.
So passionate.
He just wants to take your shirt and just
feel the movies all
tell you about the movie.
I want to rub it all over my chest.
That's right.
Lick it and suckle it.
He's passionate about it. He said, that's what he said.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ryan.
Can you put that DVD back on the shelf and quit being inappropriate? Thank you. Moving on.
But check out the episode that Ryan and I recorded with Ed from, and I'm going to mess up his name, Ed from Film Effect Podcast when we talked about Punch Drunk Love.
Oh,
for
all
our
right.
Paul Thomas Anderson series. That was really great. So shout out to Ed.
The PTA reports, baby.
Yep. So shout out to Ryan from Soundtrack to Life. Thank you. And then we have another one that's a little bit older but it's never been read on the air before.
Ooh, let's hear
so this is from the hosts of A Good Day to Podcast, or aka A Good Day to Talk About Movies.
Rad.
They're known on Twitter at GTT Podcast. Good Day to Podcast.
Cool.
So they wrote, "We love this show. If you're into movies, you should definitely follow them and listen. Much love from the hosts of GTT Podcast."
Rad, thank you.
So appreciate that very much.
Woohoo, baby.
Yes. And then we will be quickly right back. I'm going to play some ad spots. We got some promos to get through, and then we'll get to our reviews of The Sandman and She-Hulk
Mr. Sandman.
and the Orphan movies.
Okay, I'm well versed on one of those. You go ahead and make your prediction as to which one I've been watching. Bada bing, baby.
All right.
BRB,
BRB.
baby. turn these fuckers back up.
What up, bitches?
Stop smacking.
We're back. Got back from the bathrooms. I grabbed my beer.
Huzzah.
Cinema Recall is back.
Cinema Recall. We're right here. Crinkly crinkle. Sorry.
So, Ashley, don't you get sick and tired of scrolling through the internet with your phone?
Fucking
and
aimless.
wasting your fingers on just doing that shit and just trying to find the stuff that you want to...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm tired of it.
Well, you know what? You don't no longer have to use your freaking phone to scroll through trending topics anymore.
I don't?
No. You can now listen to the web.
What?
Listen to the internet.
What?
No longer.
But how?
Stop scrolling. Start listening with Newsly.
Oh, Newsly. I've heard of them.
Newsly.me is a great app that you can download for your iOS and Android phone, and you can search for trending topics, and a computer voice will read them to you, and you can listen to podcasts on there. Our podcast at Recall.
They can listen to ours?
Yes, they can.
Spoken through a computer voice?
Nope, just spoken. That'd be funny.
That would be cool.
I mean, that would definitely put for ratings.
But they do it for you.
They do it for you.
That's fucking awesome.
So definitely go to newsly.me, use the promo code RECALL, and you can use their premium services for free.
For 3 months?
For
1 month.
Just 1 month right there.
1 month.
Yes. But
sorry, I misspoke. 1 month.
Yes, but it's a great way. So again, newsly.me, and big shout out to them. And then we got to give a quick shout out to our other sponsor. Ashley, don't you eat when you're trying to watch movies on your favorite streaming app, and for some reason your show is not available anymore?
What the fuck?
Yes, you got to try to watch the latest Bridgerton, or you're trying to watch the Sandman, and suddenly they say, nope, Sam is only available in the UK.
And then to that I say, piss off, dude.
Well, now you don't have to get upset and trash your TV.
Oh, thank God, because I've gone
computer.
through so many televisions.
I bet you have.
I just throw my remote right at it.
Just get rid of it.
Honestly, it doesn't ever result in anything positive, but sure does feel good.
Sometimes you just want to put a gun in the TV, right?
That's right.
Sometimes you just feel like kicking
Play
it.
Russian roulette with my television.
Well, now if you have ExpressVPN, you can view content from other countries. You can view the Netflix in the UK. You can view Hulu in China.
In Iceland?
In Iceland. Oh, in China too, yes. And what it does, it protects your internet browsing from any type of phishings or viruses or scams or anything. It's just a way to protect your online activity. So if you go to expressvpn.com/cinemarecallpod, you get 3 months.
Oh, that's the 3 months.
Of services with that.
Oh, ExpressVPN.
So,
how I love thee. Let me count the ways.
Yes.
Australia.
Good on, mate.
Good day, mate.
Yes.
Put another shrimp on the barbie.
Have you ever had shrimp on barbies?
Shrimp on a barbecue, yes. Okay. I've eaten shrimp off of a barbecue before. Have you not?
I'm sure I have. Yeah.
Allow me to finish counting the ways. God.
Also, another big shout out right now to...
ExpressVPN /cinema. You didn't finish that part.
I said expressvpn.com/cinemarecallpod. Yes.
Okay, if you say so.
All right.
I just wanted to cover the bases.
Also, I want to give a quick little shout out right now because where are they? Sorry. You can listen to us every week, not only on your favorite podcast apps such as Stitcher, Spotify, Podchaser, Audible, so many different places.
Amazon
Alexia?
Music. Yeah, Alexia. I think we've already covered this. It's Alexa.
Alexa, sorry.
God.
But I do know every Sunday we're also available on FullSwapRadio.com.
That's right. Vanilla Sunday,
Vanilla Sundays, so definitely check that out.
Put a little sprinkle on it.
And also, folks, going forward, if you want us to review a movie, or if you want us to give your show like a shout out or something, or wants to talk about anything, all right. If you're like Vern, maybe you want to just show that chest of yours, I will do that. All you got, or
a smattering of hairs.
Yeah, if you want Ashley to show off her beautiful legs,
I might.
All you gotta do is donate. So I buy me a coffee.
Throw some money in the pot, baby.
Go to our website, cinemarecall.net. There are actual tabs for buy me a coffee.
Yep.
Just go on there.
Click it.
And donate what you feel. I have it right now for just buy us a cup of coffee, $2.
Yeah.
We'll get you a shout out.
But really, let's be real. an actual cup of coffee generally runs about $5.
Yeah, we're being damn nice.
I pay way more. I pay like almost $6 for my coffee. So if you guys throw in $3, that's pretty good.
That's pretty good. And like,
I'll take it.
We'll give you like a shout out on the show, and if you have any questions, just say, "Hey, I donated to your show. I love it. Can you please talk about this or talk about?"
You
this
could also
show?"
become a Patreon.
Yes,
That would be also incredible.
That would be very cool.
Yeah.
So
I mean, if you spend $5 a month on us,
yeah,
being a Patreon, what do you get?
Well, you get episodes in advance.
That's cool.
You're gonna get
extra episodes.
Yeah, you're gonna get some bonus content episodes with Ashley and I, and maybe a few guests here and there. And also, it's just a great way to help support the show. I definitely appreciate everyone's out there that
Helps
has
pay
support.
for gas because I gotta pick up Fern.
Yes.
Come on, guys.
Yeah.
Help a bitch out.
It does help a lot. So please go on to our website, cinemarecall.net. There is actually links there, or you can just go to patreon.com/cinemarecallpod. Yep, Cinema Recall Pod. I believe for Buy Me Coffee, it's just buymecoffee.com/cinemarecall. But for Patreon, it's patreon.com/cinemarecallpod. Or just go to our website, cinemarecall.net. It's right there.
It's right there, you guys.
On
the
the
buttons
tabs.
are there for you. They're so easy.
I even give you pictures to use, too.
Man.
So
It's like a picture menu.
Yes.
Super easy, you guys.
And I'll give shouts to all of our Patreon members at the end of the episode. But real quickly, Ashley, we've been sort of like covering, or let's bat that up here. There's a new show on Netflix called The Sandman.
Indeed, by my favorite author, Neil Gaiman.
Now, what is your introduction to Neil Gaiman?
Or Gaiman? I'm always wondering if I say
Neil
it wrong.
Gaiman.
It is Gaiman.
Yeah.
So my first introduction to him was Coraline, the book, not the movie.
Okay.
And then I read The Ocean at the End of the Lane, Nevermore, But the Milk is a really good book. Kids book, but also adults would love it. It's a short story. It's really good.
Okay.
And then there's the Graveyard Book. And now on Netflix, 37 years after it was published, it is The Sandman.
See, I've heard about The Sandman, and I've seen it displayed at comic book shops and everything, and I always thought The Sandman was done by the same artist and writer of The Crow.
Oh, okay.
Because it just seemed to look very similar to The Crow. And I thought, oh, well, that's kind of cool. I thought it was like maybe like a spin-off of that, until I learned that The Sandman was a little bit earlier.
Neverwhere, not Nevermore. Neverwhere.
Neverwhere. Okay. So that's, and I know I heard about that. I know I've seen, like I said before, about the Coraline show. I heard about the Coraline movie before I knew about the book.
Yeah, I did not like the movie.
You did not like
My
the movie?
kids love it. I'm not a fan of the movie. The book is 100 times better.
See, I have not read the book.
Darker.
Really? Because I think
creepier.
Maybe if you saw the movie first and then read the book, you might have a different feeling.
I don't think so.
Okay. Like, I still think if you saw the movie first, you probably would have liked it, and then maybe that's me. I haven't read the book yet.
I don't like the animation style.
Oh, that's what. Really?
Yeah, it's not my jam.
Were you not a fan of Nightmare Before Christmas?
I was.
That's the same type of anime style a little bit there.
I feel like it was choppier, and I didn't like how. Well, the thing is I read the book first, so I didn't really like the adaptation at all.
Okay.
The Bedlam, they made the Bedlam look really cool, but I just didn't. The other way they made the other characters, I wasn't a fan.
And the only other, not a fan of the. Okay, fair enough. Not just not a fan of the style. You didn't like the way they changed the storyline.
Didn't like the way they changed a bit of the storyline, and I didn't like how they created the characters. Not a fan.
Okay. That's fair. All right. And the only other thing I know about Neil Gaiman is that he's married to Amanda Palmer.
Who's that?
Amanda Palmer is a singer-songwriter. She's in the Dresden Dolls.
I don't know who that is.
Oh my gosh. So Dresden Dolls, they are a punk rock band where it's just a piano and drums.
Oh, that's cool.
And they are badass.
Can you send me a link?
I will definitely send you a link.
Also put a link to your favorite show or to your favorite song from them on our pod.
Too many favorite songs.
Too many?
There's really good songs.
All right.
probably Girl Activism is probably the one to introduce people to. Is that one because it's so hardcore and fast, and then probably Coin Operated Boy.
Interesting. All right.
They did covers of Black Sabbath's War Pigs.
Oh.
But it's just a piano and drums.
I bet that's good though.
And she nailed all the freaking solos of that.
Did.
She is just. But then she went solo. But yeah, those two are married and they've been a couple.
Cool.
For a while, so that's one of my introductions, and I'm sure there's other movies and shows that I'm not thinking about. But right now, long story short, so Neil Gaiman created the comic book series The Sandman.
Mm-hmm.
Last for several issues.
Graphic novel,
put into the show. And then Audible released an audio dramatization of that story that they released like a year ago.
Okay.
All right, and now Netflix has a TV show.
Mm-hmm.
So, I've been listening to the audio drama series.
Okay.
All right. And I had to pull my notes because it does have cool cast in here. So, in the actual Audible series, it is. Where did I have it? Okay. So, in the Audible series, it's James McAvoy is in there.
Nice.
Kat Dennings, Taron Egerton, and Samantha Morton. They're some of the main voice actors.
I don't know the fourth name. But I'm obviously the other three are notable.
Samantha Morton, do you remember the movie with Tom Cruise, Minority Report?
Vaguely. I don't think I even watched that.
Okay. Well, but she was one of the cause, the beings that predicted the future.
Okay.
In that movie. She was in that. And she's been in the features before, but that's probably the main one that most people recognize is her role in that. But now I'm going to describe what's going on in the Audible series, and you tell me if this is what happens in the Netflix series.
Spoiler
okay?
alert.
So yeah, so small spoiler alert if you've not listened or watched the show, but so it deals with the guy Morpheus, who's the king of dreams.
Yeah.
And in the first episode I heard, Morpheus gets tricked and is imprisoned.
Correct.
And he
by a spell,
and from this very I was a greedy person that wants to use the powers for himself. Morpheus does get out.
What he's trying to do is he wants to bring his son back from the dead.
Bring his son back from the dead.
And he was not intending on catching the Dream King. He was the intention was to get someone else.
Okay, yes. Okay.
I mean, I really wasn't going to let it. I mean,
sorry.
We did say spoiler alert.
We did say spoiler alert there.
Fine.
All right. So, and then the episodes that I'm listening to is Morpheus trying to get back parts of his dream. He tries to get back his pouch.
Yeah, with the sand in it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And he goes into, in one episode, he does go into hell.
Yes.
To try to retrieve his mask.
Correct. Yes.
Okay. So what I'm hearing in the Audible series is kind of like what's going on.
Exactly.
In the Netflix series.
Yes.
Okay. Well, very cool. Because I was kind of curious if they try to change around.
Nope.
Plot
it's pretty
elements.
Similar.
Okay.
Yeah. And Brienne of Tarth is, I forget her name. The actress who plays Brienne of Tarth. She is the one who plays the devil.
Oh, is that?
Yeah, that model. What's her name? I can't think of it.
Oh, here. So maybe it's one of these people because I do have the cast list here for the Netflix series.
Sure.
So the Netflix, I have Tom Stewbridge.
That must be Morpheus.
Okay. Jenna Coleman is in the show.
Okay.
Kirby Howell Baptiste.
I don't know.
And David Thewels.
No.
Okay.
None of those are her.
Well, here I can just. Thank you for the internet.
Intranet, intrawebs, scrolling through the interwebs. Right. Gwendolyn, right? What's her name? Third one over.
Yeah, Gwendolyn Christie.
Oh, that's right. Gwendolyn Christie.
Is Lucifer.
Yep.
Okay.
Lucifer Morningstar.
Oh, all right.
And he has a battle of wits, essentially.
Does he? Okay.
To get back his mask. And I forget what he calls it, but he doesn't call it a mask.
Is it like set in some sort of nightclub?
No.
Okay, because in the Audible series, it's set like in a nightclub where they're playing a trivia, like a bar trivia game.
No.
No?
No, it's a little different in the Netflix show.
Okay. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember exactly how the first episode kind of begins with that?
No. I'm terrible. Like when it comes to, I can remember plot a bit, But like when it comes to episode, because I watched them in succession, they all kind of run together.
Yeah, that's
like
fair.
There was a part where this guy, he gets out of this mental institution, and then I must have missed something because then I don't. He gets to this diner and everybody has to tell the truth and nobody can leave, and it's craziness that's happening.
Okay.
And honestly, I must have missed something because I have to go back and watch it because I'm like, as I got to the end of the season, I'm like, well, whatever happened with that guy? So I must have missed something. Because
during the show and listen to it, all I know is that when the Sandman does get captured, people stop dreaming.
Yes, and some people fall asleep and never wake up.
Yeah,
the sleepy sickness.
There's like in the show, there's like this little girl that keeps going in and out of consciousness until she's like becomes a very old lady. And she like wake up for a little bit and go back to sleep.
On the Netflix show, she never wakes up.
She never wakes up. Okay, yeah.
Until he escapes, and then she wakes up.
Okay, and then there's this guy who's in the army that also doesn't wake up. And I do know that the guy who does imprison Death, he does have a son that also keeps him imprisoned for a while.
Yeah.
And at the end of the first episode in the Audible series, when Death does get free because someone does break the circle chain.
Yep.
That's keeping him bind. Then he gives
the binding circle.
The binding circle. That's where he gives the other guy these horrible dreams that last.
Yes.
Forever. All right. So it sounds that they both do
get punished.
Adaptation, and I have not read the comic book. I should. I'm kind of doing it in weird order. I'm listening to the whole audio, and then I'm gonna go back and watch the show.
I mean.
And then I'll go back and read it.
I feel like I'll probably rewatch it. And then I have the book on Audible.
Okay.
So then I'll probably listen to the book, which is different than what you're listening to is different than, because mine's just the novel.
You just have the novel. I have like this audio presentation with sound effects and
really
actors.
Great.
It's really kind of a cool thing. Because that's how I like to listen to content. I like to listen to it in my head. Also, there's another bitch out here too. There's another audio drama that I'm listening to called The Miranda Obsession.
What's that about?
Miranda Obsession. I'm gonna have to pull this up in my notes, but all right. So real briefly, it's about this girl, and she's calling all these famous people and saying that she's this big famous person trying to like flirt with all these different type of high level successful people. She's talking to Buck the writer of The Graduate.
Okay.
Buck something. Buck,
okay.
I'm gonna mess up the name here.
It's fine.
I apologize. But she's talking to him and other high profile like celebrities.
Yeah.
And this is based on a true story where she just goes in these people's lives to try to like woo them and seduce them, and she's saying that, well, we should meet up somewhere. Let's meet up here. And then she's never there, but she'll still call them back. And you start parts of her personality starts to unravel on each call, and you figure out.
Interesting.
It's a very interesting show. It's called The Miranda Obsession. It's on Audible. It's like an Audible original production.
Interesting. All right.
And hold on here. I was thinking about other good shows.
Miranda. Not Miranda Sings.
Miranda Obsession.
Because that's a different person.
Oh, okay. So
I would say that my daughter had a Miranda obsession, but it was a Miranda Sings obsession.
So here.
Totally different.
All right. So I'm gonna try to do this much better. So, Miranda Obsession is one of Hollywood's. I'm reading this off of IMDb. So fuck it. One of Hollywood's most glamorous and alluring stories of the '80s is brought to life by Emmy-winning actress Rachel Brosnahan, and a thrilling tale of intimacy and self-invention. It's featuring Josh Groban, Milo Fitzmilligan, John Benjamin, Morton Spector and Harry Lloyd also play some of the powerful, famous men in the decade who fall under Miranda's spell.
Ooh, all right.
So it was I was very intrigued by the whole thing, and it's just a series of like phone calls and conversations.
All right, cool.
That she's having, and then another one that I listened to was called The Guilty.
I've not heard of it.
So The Guilty is with John Lithgow, and it's about a murder that takes place on stage during this author's play that he's putting on.
Okay.
And the whole audio drama is snippets of detectives talking to the different cast members and people, the production crew, and scenes of the play on stage.
All right.
And what's happening on stage is that John Lithgow, he's trying to stage an actual live murder on the stage.
Oh.
But is it real, or is it just part of fiction? But a real murder does occur, so the directors are trying to get clues on
interesting
what's happening. But it's very, very intriguing, little drama right there. So yeah, Autobot's actually having some really good.
Excellent. I didn't know that they had like their own original stuff.
Oh yeah.
I thought it was all just books that were being read.
They do have that too. They do actually have.
Yeah.
But yeah, they actually have like a whole like audio production
original
team.
content.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
And that's kind of a cool thing. The only thing, so I'm kind of being really brief on Sandman just because
it's fine. It's new, and I don't think a lot of people maybe have finished it. I don't want to wreck it for him anyway.
All I know is that it's about this guy who's in control of dreams. He gets kidnapped. People stop dreaming. He escapes and is trying to get all of his stuff back to help save
all of
his
his
dreams.
Weapons. Yeah.
Oh, and we don't know for sure if he's a good guy or a bad guy, which I like.
It's hard to tell.
Yeah, so very cool. And the other show I started watching
excuse me,
was She-Hulk.
I've not watched that. I've seen people raving.
It's fun.
Okay.
Ashley doesn't like fun.
I don't like fun. I like drama and I like horror. I don't want fun.
See,
no,
right
you know
there,
what it looks like though? I'm kidding. I mean, I do like fun. I love fun. Yeah. It's my favorite. Yeah, it's my favorite. No, but it looks so CGI. I don't think I could stomach it.
It's like that's a lot of shows are CGI.
So look, you've said that, but I don't think you're hearing what I'm saying. It looks CGI. Like if I watch a show and it's CGI, and I cannot tell it's CGI, great.
Okay.
Like if it looks pretty good, I'm down. But the previews look like straight hot garbage. And I know I'm going to get roasted and you guys can say horrible things about me. And I'm sure the storyline is great. And I know it's not like, I know some people have been like, oh, you had to come up with the She-Hulk because women need representation. Nah, bitch, this has been something for a really long time. Don't be ignorant. But I'm just saying, for me, it looks like bad animation. I just don't know if I can get past it.
Well, I'm personally a fan of the show because of the lead actor, Tatiana Maslany, who I first discovered when she was a wee little 9-year-old.
In what movie, then?
In a movie called Ginger Snaps 2 Unleashed.
I'm sorry. Rewind.
Yes.
Tell me this again, because this is one of my favorite.
Yes.
Movie.
There is a follow-up to Ginger Snaps, and it has Bridget going into a mental institution.
I've seen the second one with you, I think.
I believe, yeah. She's a mental institution, and she's still trying to inject wolfsbane to curb her control.
Right.
She meets up with this little girl named Ghost. Blonde-haired girl.
That's her?
That's her. The blonde-haired girl who has the grandmother that's all burned up.
Yeah.
That she's taken care of.
Well, hot diggity. Okay.
Yeah, that's her.
I mean, it just, all that really makes me want to do is watch Ginger Snaps again.
That's fair. That's a good point.
But I didn't know that was the same person. Yeah, that's really cool.
So she's in that, and then also recognize her from the Tatiana Maslany. She was also in that show Orphan Black.
Was she the orphan?
No, Orphan Black is about a girl who discovers that she has several clones.
Oh, I'm thinking of The Orphan. The girl who, well, that was based on a true story about a girl from Russia that came and was adopted.
Was it true?
Yes, that's a legit story.
Well, we're getting a different.
That was an adaptation of her story, but they never knew how old she really was.
Okay.
Anyway, but Orphan Black is different.
Orphan Black is different. Yes.
Okay. Sorry.
Did you watch that one? It was on Prime.
No.
It was a BBC series.
No.
The first 2 seasons are really good. Mm-hmm. The 3rd season starts to weigh a little bit, and I have not finished the 4th and 5th one yet. But I will get to those. Mm-hmm. I just haven't yet. But she's really good because she's playing all these multitude clone characters.
Okay.
And sometimes she's had to act these scenes out with her.
With herself.
Playing 3 other people by herself.
That's interesting. Kind of like, what was that? There was another movie about these 6 sisters that were born.
Oh, it's like What Happened to Monday?
What? Yeah. Where is Monday or whatever?
Where's Monday? Yeah.
Yeah, that was really good.
That was good.
That was really good, yeah.
But being the fact that this is like a small budget TV show,
yeah,
I think Orphan Black is really good, has some high ideas, but later seasons, it just seems to fall apart a little bit. But I will finish the show. I will. But yeah, Tatiana Maslany.
Take his word for it, people.
She's a great actor.
Okay.
And I like the fact that She-Hulk knows it's silly. I love the fourth wall break-in.
And they do that?
I know that She-Hulk was doing that before Deadpool.
That's cool.
Did that. And I do know the fact that she is a lawyer. I imagine Matt Murdock from Daredevil will be there. So it's half hour long.
Oh, that's all. I might give it a shot.
It's 30 minutes.
Is the animation real weird though?
No,
it looks super cheesy.
I mean, you could probably say it's a little cheesy, but it does fit the mold of the show.
All right. Maybe I'll give it a try. Don't hate me yet.
It's a comedy. It is a comedy show.
Okay.
They're not doing the whole serious
Okay,
Marvel.
So they're not trying to be super serious.
They're not being super serious with this.
They're not trying to be super serial.
Not super serial. Yeah, just give it a shot.
Okay.
The very last sort of like mid-credit sequence, stay for that.
Okay.
Because that's very good. Because, there's a whole diatribe between her and the Hulk talking about if Captain America was a virgin or not.
I did read about that.
Okay, and it's just pretty fucking funny what she says. But I'm not going to say it here.
Can I spoiler alert this part?
You can spoiler alert. Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert.
Turn it off. Count to 30.
Okay.
Doesn't that mean that Captain America is Star-Lord's grandpa?
Oh.
That's what I read.
Really? I didn't read about that.
And go back.
All right, we're back. Okay.
And we're back, people.
Hope you didn't miss that spoiler there. But yeah. All right. So that was She-Hulk.
All right.
I want to give a shout out to Tatiana Maslany. And,
what up? I'll give it a chance, girl.
And yeah, CGI is not too bad. I gotta say, when she does become the She-Hulk, I was like, whoa. Well, hello, She-Hulk.
Oh, boy.
I just want you to dominate me so bad. That's what I need.
Shocker.
I need a big, tall woman, and I don't care what color you are. Just super tall, 8
You could
foot,
be brown,
9 foot.
you could be blue, you could be violet sky, you could be purple, you could be hurtful, you could be anything you like.
Don't know this song.
You don't? It's a TikTok. I gotta
TikTok?
show it to you.
Okay. All
Will
right.
Ferrell does it with Ryan Reynolds, and it's fabulous.
Okay. That's hilarious. All right. So that was She-Hulk.
Okay.
And then the other ones I watched is last night. I watched both Orphan movies.
I don't even.
I watched Orphan, and then Orphan First Kills. Now,
okay.
I've seen Orphan in theaters before.
Mm-hmm.
So Orphan is about this couple. I want to believe one of them is Vera Farmiga.
Okay.
And
I didn't watch either of these movies, people.
oh, who's the other guy?
It's fine if you don't know.
It's gonna bother me.
Oh boy, here we go. Down the rabbit hole.
I want to know what this person is. Peter Sarsgaard plays the husband.
Skarsgård.
Skarsgård, yes.
Peter Skarsgård.
And so they lost a child in childbirth because Vera Farmiga is drinking.
Mm-hmm.
They do have 2 other kids. One is deaf, one is a teenager, and they want to adopt a new girl to take the place of the other girl that died.
Of course,
And
the old replacement situation.
So they bring this little girl. Her name is Esther.
They think she's a little girl.
She came in. Well, don't let me get into this thing here.
This is such an old movie. It is not even a spoiler. Everybody knows.
So they bring this girl home, and the girl is, does a lot of like evil things. Wants to seduce the dad. Very, very creepy stuff that's happening.
Creepy.
And so I remember watching it in theaters thinking like, oh, this is a deranged little girl. And I started thinking about that movie, The Bad Seed, with Patty McCormick. I'm like, oh, sweet, they're going to do an update of The Bad Seed and how this 9-year-old girl just do all these really horrific things. I mean, she pushes a girl out of a treehouse and breaks her leg and ends up killing a few people. She kills her freaking teacher, or no, she kills her orphanage owner with a brick.
Well, probably deserved it.
And so when the movie ends,
those orphanage owners, nothing. I mean, if we've learned anything from Annie, nothing but alcoholics. Okay, work, kids, work.
But I was so disappointed at the end of The Orphan when it was revealed that she was a 33-year-old woman who had a sort of disease that makes her stop growing. So she's always going to look like the size of a 9-year-old girl. And I thought, it would be so much better if she actually was a 9-year-old girl.
Right. But it was based
crazy.
on a true story. They don't know how old this person was.
So there's a woman that came from Russia.
Yes.
That lived with families as a 9-year-old.
Well,
as a kid.
She says that she was young, but like they couldn't verify it, and there was a lot of markers that made people think like, think she's lying.
See, no.
You have to look it up.
I'll take your word for that. But
Go ahead. Take it.
That's
put it in a tote bag and carry it home on the bus. You piece of shit. How dare you?
I
can tell that you don't believe me.
I believe you.
Okay, thanks.
I do believe you.
Yay!
You're my friend. I believe you. So, but the weird thing is that at the end of The Orphan, she does get killed. The mom does kill her at the end.
That reminds me of the Good Son.
Yes.
Ooh, that was good.
Macaulay Culkin and Elijah Wood.
Mommy, please. I love you, Mommy. She's like, I know your tricks. I'm saving Elijah Wood. Goodbye, Macaulay Culkin.
Oh, all right. I believe there is a connection with the movie that we're going to be watching next week with The Good Son.
Hot
all right, so
diggity.
I got this one up here. But anyways, at the end of The Orphan, she does get killed. So
good riddance to bad rubbish. And then part 2.
Now, Isabel Fuhrman, she was 16 years old when she made that first movie, playing like a 9-year-old. And that works. You know, she's still around that age bracket where she can put some makeup on there to make her look like a 9-year-old. Now, Isabel Fuhrman is, 25.
Right.
And they made Orphan First Kill, which is a prequel, which takes place
with her?
Yes. Which takes place a few years earlier. And despite the makeup job that they do on her and her acting ability, I think she does a great job in the role. It doesn't work out so well. It's like, remember Chloe Moretz Grace and Kick-Ass as Hit Girl?
Yes.
Perfect for that role. But you watch her in Kick-Ass 2. She's much too older.
Yeah.
To play that 12-year-old.
Correct.
And that's what I kind of feel like happened in Orphan First Kill. So, like I said, it's a prequel. It tells about how she came from Russia to America. She involved with a new family.
I'm not interested.
But here's the weird thing. They try to put a little twist in here. And the twist is that the mom is trying to kill one of their kids, and she's having, I guess, her and the son it's not actually her son. They're actually a couple.
Ew.
But it's not actually her son, but they're portrayed as being mother and son, so they can try to kill this other guy's
I don't
kid.
like it. So I don't like it. It's yucky.
They're trying to do it.
I don't want to talk about it. It's gross. It's gross.
And then but she, Julia Stiles plays the mom in that, and she just
Julia, do better. Go do some half-ass hip-hop moves. Okay, let's go back to that. Don't do this.
Oh.
Pretend to be my 9-year-old son, lover. Creep
Town.
This is very fucking gross. Like you look so young. Like you're gonna be my lover, but also my son. Shave your nuts off. There shall be nary a hair upon your body.
Keep in mind that before I watch each of these movies, I took an edible, so
oh boy!
I don't know if I'm actually right with my plot descriptions of this or not, so I may have to rewatch.
I'm gonna tell you, if you are so wrong and I just said those horrible things, thank you.
Sorry.
No, thank you. That is comic gold.
But I just found it funny that they're making a sequel to this movie, The Orphan, which did slightly okay in theaters. It wasn't a huge blockbuster. But I saw on Paramount Plus they're going to be having a prequel, like a prequel. But
Prequel?
She died at the end of this. Okay, a prequel makes sense. But
we're going to use the same actress.
The whole appeal of The Orphan is kind of that twist.
Right.
When you find out that she actually isn't a little girl,
well,
she's a woman.
I think the twist is the 9-year-old / adult lover situation. I mean, I get he's not really 9, but creepy, man.
Yeah, wait, no, but no, her son is playing a person of who's 17, 18 years old.
But still, ew.
But they're playing they're in
some sort of. Oh no, that's too much. Next.
Okay.
Next. Can't do it, man.
Fair enough. And then the only ones I watched because last week during our episode with Dwight Hurst, I did my impersonation of Crispin Glover.
You did.
Which is pretty funny. So I watched a movie that had him in it that I had no idea.
Which one?
He was in it. I watched a movie called Nurse Betty.
He's in Nurse Betty?
He's in Nurse Betty.
When?
He plays the reporter.
Good old Crispin. He's real sneaky, that guy.
Who actually does, have a happy ending. He meets Betty's so-called best friend.
Oh.
And they have fallen out, and because she says to Renee
Zellweger?
Someone's character, I wish a guy would notice my fish before my tits, and then Crispin Glover does notice her fish, and then
face,
and knows her tits too.
You said fish.
Fish. I said fish.
You sure did.
He knows her fish.
It's like I wish you would see my fish before my breasts.
Yes.
She carries around a goldfish bowl all day. How come you're not looking at my fish? Stop looking at my boobs.
Well, you're holding the fish next to your tits. Fish tits.
Nude. Fish tits.
Fish tits.
Fish tits.
Fish tits. Fish tits. Fish tits. Fish tits.
Sounds like you're singing about fish sticks. Both of those things I'd like to put in my mouth. Fish sticks. Fish tits. Put them in tartar sauce. I bet they're both delicious.
Oh, that's epic.
Side of pickles.
And
right.
some coleslaw.
And some slaw.
But yes, Nurse Betty, real quickly for anyone who doesn't know what Nurse Betty is about, it's about this waitress. She's very obsessed with this soap opera. And one night, she witnesses her husband being killed. Her husband's played by Aaron Eckhart. And by two hitmen.
Ow!
The two hitmen that kill the guy is played by Morgan Freeman and Chris Rock. And so Renee Zellweger's character, she has a mental relapse, and she imagines that this character from the soap opera, this Dr. David Revell, played by Greg Kinnear, is the love of her life.
Oh, Greg Kinnear.
So she's going to try to find him. And
dressed as a character from the show, right?
Yeah. Yep. And then the two hitmen are on their way to try to chase after her.
Because she witnessed this murder?
She witnessed the murder, and she has the drugs. There's a
up her butt?
There's a stack of cocaine.
Where?
In the car that she's.
Oh, in the car. I'm like, does she know she have this stack of cocaine?
She has no idea.
Is it up her butt?
No, it's in the car.
Oh, okay, cool.
She took the car.
She just has like a kilo of Colombian Bam Bam.
Because she took the car from her husband because her husband doesn't need it anymore, because in her mind she thinks that they had a falling out and they're getting divorced.
All right.
But she's on the road with all this cocaine.
On the road again. Colombian Bam Bam under the car again.
Came out in 2000s.
Getting chased by some naughty men. They're gonna shoot me in the head.
Yes.
All right, that's it. That's all I got.
That's it. That was Nurse Betty.
Ha!
Very, very charming little movie from Neil LaBute, who did In the Company of Men, Your Friends and Neighbors. And then he also did the infamous The Wicker Man, Nick Cage. Not the bees!
Not the bees! Oh, the bees!
If you go under episode, I do a whole episode about Neil LaBute and how he was this high-rising director.
And then he did that.
And then he kind of fallen out after
he did
made that
and
one.
then he did that.
Yes.
Yeah, he did that.
He tried to put his career.
He did that.
He did a remake of Death at a Funeral that had Chris Rock in it.
Chris Rock?
Yes.
Not The Rock.
Chris Rock.
Not Chris Tucker.
Not Chris Tucker.
Not Crispin Glover.
Oh my gosh, Chris Rock. Crispin Glover.
Not Rockwell. What's his name?
Oh yeah. I always feel like
somebody's watching me.
That was
and I got no privacy.
Although that was Michael Jackson singing that part, Rockwell did all the rapping.
He was like, oh, I don't know how it goes, but that's his voice.
That was
all right.
But yeah, that's all kind of rewatched right now. I don't know, is there anything you've been catching up on? Any other shows or movies that I'm missing out on?
No. Honestly, I haven't. I watched all of the Sandman, and they came out with 2 bonus episodes. Dream of a Thousand Cats and Calliope, both are really great. So if you haven't logged back on and saw that there's 2 more episodes, go watch them. They're really good. One's animated. The cat Dream of a Thousand Cats is the animated one. The second one is a bit longer, and it's really great. You guys should log on. They're not related to the storyline of the Sandman, so they're 2 separate stories, which is pretty cool. Well, I guess one kind of is, but you'll see. You gotta watch it. It's great. But we gotta wrap it up, bruh.
So I am totally wrong. I made a mistake.
What?
I thought it was.
What? No. You flubbed. Vern flubbed.
I did.
He did.
All right. Well, regardless of which.
What did you do? What have you done? What did you do?
So coming up for us, I do know that in September.
He said nothing. Just gloss over it.
Yeah, just gloss over this.
Just forget it. We'll talk about it later.
You saw nothing. But I do know we're coming up here. If you want to find Ashley and I on other shows, we are going to be appearing on the Lambcast in September.
Yes, we are.
To talk about the movie. And we're going to be reviewing it next week. In fact, just expect that to be kind of our full show.
Yes.
For next week.
Yep.
Actually, no. We're going to be talking with the cats from Brother to Brother.
Brother to brother, they share the same mother.
But go back. We are going to be on the Lamb. I'm fucking scatterbrained here today.
Yeah, well.
So Lambcast, we're going to be on the show in September to talk about the new George Miller movie, The 3,000 Years of Longing.
Yes, and we are going to go see that soon.
With Idris Elba. And Tilda Swinton.
Mm-hmm.
If you do want more on Tilda Swinton, please check out the past episode that I recorded with the cats from the Casual Cinecast podcast.
Meow, meow,
where
baby.
We listed our favorite moments that had Tilda Swinton in it.
Oh, any of them. Just pick one. At random. They're all great.
There is a movie where both, I'll tell you this little spoiler here. This is not my favorite moment, but this is still a good one. There's a movie with her and Ewan McGregor where they do have sex a lot.
Holy balls. Why haven't I seen this movie yet?
It's
like a wet dream. But on film. What's it called?
It's called Young Adam.
Nope, haven't heard of it.
It's NC-17.
Sounds right up my alley.
Yeah, so you're going to see a lot
Okay, I'll watch it.
Yeah.
Say Remember that show?
I remember the show stuff. But 80s stuff.
Babe.
To our
from and
Jason.
I